Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by PewSitter.com, your online Catholic newspaper for the third millennium, CatholicMediaCoalition.org, in line with the Church, online with the world.
And TheAmericanCatholic.com, politics and culture from a Catholic perspective.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Corrupted money campaign. The United States Conference of Catholic Bishops appears to have been turning a blind eye while organizations under its Catholic Campaign for Human Development, or CCHD, have been giving money to birth control, homosexuality, and Marxism. The Reform CCHD Now Coalition sent a copy of their report showing documentation of such financial action to every bishop in America in March of 2010. The report confirms that 51 out of 237, or 21%, of the groups in the campaign have been giving to programs in dissension from church teaching right under the nose of the USCCB. The coalition releasing the report is a group of various Catholic media outlets that have joined together to alert Catholics to the deep-seated problems at the Catholic Campaign for Human Development. The annual collection is for the CCHD is taken up nationally throughout the U.S. the Sunday before Thanksgiving. At last count, at least a dozen U.S. bishops are now refusing to allow the collection to be taken up in their diocese. The report was released to the public today, and you can take a look at it on our resource page by clicking the link right over here. Another committee. A list of growing religious liberty concerns is prompting the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops to react by forming another committee. Zenit.org says the ad hoc committee for religious liberty support staff will initially consist of a lawyer expert on religious freedom and a lobbyist who will handle both religious liberty and marriage issues. Bishop William Laurie of Bridgeport, Connecticut has been named the new committee's chair, and he says, quote, "This ad hoc committee aims to address the increasing threats to religious liberty in our society so that the Church's mission may be advanced unimpeded," end quote. This announcement comes just as the public comment period closes regarding Obama's new mandate to include contraception and abortive drugs in his health care package. Hail to the chief activist. Barack Obama is crowing about his support for same-sex activism, talking smack to Republicans about how he supports the freedom of homosexuals across America, referencing the recent repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, among other things. OneNewsNow.com reports Obama spoke at the annual dinner for the Human Rights Campaign, saying, quote, "You want to be the commander-in-chief? You can start by standing up for the men and women who wear the uniform of the United States, even when it's not politically convenient," end quote. However, the same can't be said for students, our country's future, as he is currently trying to force Catholic Franciscan University and other colleges to dispense abortifacients and fund sterilizations for students and staff. In his address, which comes as the Pentagon approves military chaplains to perform gay marriage ceremonies anywhere, he boasted to the crowd that there is a deep shift in attitude across the nation toward homosexuals in legislatures, courtrooms, and church socials. Failing the family. Conservative Canadians feel betrayed, and not surprisingly, after what was thought to be one of the most right-wing national media outlets in the country is rolling over to same-sex activism by removing a pro-family ad from circulation. The National Post removed the print ad of a little girl from publication that appealed to educators not to teach her to question whether or not she was a boy, saying, quote, "Please don't confuse me. I'm a girl. Don't teach me to question if I'm a boy, transsexual, transgendered, intersexed, or two-spirited," end quote. According to LifeSite News, the organization is giving the money it would have spent on the advertisement to a pro-homosexual group. This is a developing story, and we will keep you up to date on any changes as they take place. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web, and RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
Media bigots. It is well known that the media is conglomerated, left-leaning, and biased for the most part, but further scrutiny really brings out how anti-Christian advanced media platforms really are, according to Zenit.org. A new report by the National Religious Broadcasters Group, based in Virginia, points out the biggest companies, like Apple and Google among others, are censoring the freedoms of Christians, if not banning such content altogether. The report mentions, for example, that the only applications Apple has blocked are ones expressing Christian opinion, while Google refuses to place ads on websites, quote, that contain abortion and religion-related content, end quote. Other companies red flagged for consistent free speech violations include Verizon, Comcast, and AT&T. Miraculous Host. Over 1,000 Catholics in Sokolka, Poland gathered over the weekend at St. Anthony's Parish to celebrate what could be a Eucharistic miracle. In 2008, a consecrated host was placed in water to dissolve after it fell on the floor, but a nun found a red spot on it before it had dissolved completely. The red spot has been tested by medical doctors who have confirmed to the bishop that it is indeed human heart tissue, and the bishop himself believes it is a miracle. The Associated Press says the Vatican is still looking into the matter, but has not yet declared it a miracle. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. And be sure to check out The Vortex today, where Michael talks about Obama and Catholic traitors. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tell all your friends about us, and as always, God bless you.